A town in western Kentucky holds a vigil for two high school students shot and killed by a classmate. At least 17 others were injured, all of them teenagers. Mourners remember Bailey Nicole Holt and Preston Ryan Cope, both 15. They died inside Marshall County High School in Benton on Tuesday. The suspect is in police custody. The incident took place one day after a 15-year-old was shot at a school in Texas. Cardinal Daniel DiNardo, Archbishop of Galveston, Houston, and the president of the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops, issued a statement saying, in part, "Let us reach out in compassion to assist the grieving, and may we move forward in greater resolve to treat one another as children of God." Vince Coglianese, editorial director at the Daily Caller, host of Mornings on the Mall here in Washington on WMAL Radio, joins us now. Welcome back to the program.
Thank you very much.
Let's start with this school shooting. It came up at the White House press briefing this afternoon. A reporter challenged Sarah Sanders about it and what he's doing to prevent acts of violence. Let's take a listen.
I think he has, Peter. I mean, to sit there and question, I'm sorry, hold on. I was polite and let you finish, but let me be very clear on this. The fact that you're basically accusing the president of being complicit in a school shooting is outrageous.
What are your thoughts on that? You know, we go through this gun control debate and who's to blame each time there is a shooting.
Yeah, I think in general, right now, Americans are sort of exhausted by the gun control debate because at the end of it, it's always sort of everyone's sort of holed up on their sides. And we sort of know how it's going to play out already. It's kind of easy to predict, especially after last year when you saw such a deadly shooting in the Vegas shooting, and we were all left both shocked from that, and we saw a political debate play out. I think what you have here was an NBC reporter attempting to use the president's own campaign ad from over the weekend saying that Democrats are complicit in the deaths caused by illegal immigrants so long as they stay in the country against the president by saying, hey, he's for allowing people to stay armed, therefore he's complicit in these deaths. I think those two issues are completely distinct from one another. One is a violation of the law, certainly illegal immigration. The other is a matter of the Second Amendment enshrines your ability to own a firearm in the United States. Immigration is a completely different subject.
Speaking of immigration, Sarah Sanders also said today that on Monday they are going to unveil what they're calling their framework for immigration. It'll include border security, restrictions on what they're calling chain migration, canceling the visa lottery, etc. Is this too late?
I don't think it's too late. These pillars are the same pillars the White House has been vocalizing for a while. They are interested in DACA. It's kind of an amazing thing that the Democratic Party is trying to make the case that they're the only ones who are interested in keeping DACA recipients in the United States. The president's voiced support for that since late last year. He's been doing that for a while. And what they want in return for that is, as you mentioned, an end to chain migration, an end to the diversity visa lottery, and a border. It's just a matter of seeing if Democrats will actually come to the table. I think the Republicans have the leverage here, though.
And that's what we heard earlier, obviously, from Mick Mulvaney at the White House. He said the same thing. Let's go on to the shutdown and the ramifications of what happened in the battle over immigration. Who won? Who lost?
Well, I think, normally I think these are sort of just partisan decisions when you make a call like this. But the truth is, across the board, Democrats were seen widely as losing on this because they didn't have a clear mission for why they kept the government closed. And to the extent that anyone could cobble together an explanation, it was to protect the interests of illegal immigrants over the interests of citizens of the United States. That's not a position you want to be in as a lawmaker, and it's certainly not a position if you're a moderate Democrat going into 2018 that you want to see your leadership doing. And that's the pressure that the minority leader, Chuck Schumer, faced. The moderate Democrats in the Senate said, stop this. We need to get out of it. It's not doing us any favors.
All right. Thank you so much. Vince Coglianese, editorial director at the Daily Caller.
Thank you.